What's up, my friend? Abby here, and welcome back to Writer's Life Wednesdays, where we come together to help you make your story matter and make your author dreams come true. Every writer wants to write compelling characters. Characters that we can relate to and empathize with. Characters who are flawed and imperfect, but desperate to find happiness. Characters who have fears and hopes and dreams and goals. Characters who face challenges and have to overcome them and overcome their misbeliefs. Characters that anyone can relate to. When you sit down to write a story, this idea of creating great characters can be really daunting, to say the least. You might get a little freaked out and start researching, trying to figure out, how do I get this right? And maybe that question has brought you to this video. I hope it has, because I'm here to tell you, don't worry. You don't have to get everything right. You don't have to read dozens of books and rake through thousands of articles and videos about character creation. You really only have to get three things right. These three things are what I like to call the key ingredients to relatable characters. In this video, I'm going to share with you what those three ingredients are and how you can harness the psychological power of these timeless storytelling principles to create characters that your audience is gonna fall in love with. Ready to take some notes?
Why does your story matter? Good question. What if I told you that there's a science behind every great story? I don't just teach you how to write. I teach you how to change the world with your story and make your author dreams come true.
Number one key ingredient to relatable characters is fatal flaws. To put it bluntly, your character is fundamentally screwed up. That's what makes them interesting. The fact that they are not a perfect individual. They have a weakness, a fatal flaw, a misbelief about the world or about themselves. Whatever you want to call it, this thing has become so much a part of your character's belief system that it is now part of their identity. Whether they realize it or not, this weakness, this fatal flaw, controls their life. Every decision they've ever made was based on this misbelief. Okay, it's their compass, their steering wheel, the voice in the back of their head telling them what is true. But here's the twist, it's not actually true. That's what your character is going to realize at some point in the story when they have their aha moment and they finally identify that fatal flaw that has been holding them back from finding true happiness. The fatal flaw is the number one most important ingredient because it ties into your story's overarching theme. The truth that your character comes to realize in their aha moment is the theme of your story, because your theme is basically the positive flip side of your protagonist's misbelief. And if you want to dig deeper into misbeliefs and creating a compelling misbelief for your main character, I highly recommend checking out this video, dives deeper into that. But here's the bottom line. Make your characters flawed. Perfect characters have nothing to learn and therefore no internal journey to struggle through. Memorable characters always experience a journey of change and discover something new as a result of their journey. Key ingredient number two, internal conflict. Internal conflict is the heart and soul of your story. Without internal conflict, your character has no deep struggle propelling them on their journey. Now, I realize that internal conflict is a very vague, very broad term with a lot of different definitions, but my favorite definition of it is very simple. Desire versus fear. Okay, your character wants something really bad. They desire something very intensely and desperately, but they also have a conflicting fear that is holding them back. So these two forces are constantly opposing each other and creating a kind of friction that lights up your story with a sense of urgency. Your character knows what they want, but how do they get what they want while still steering clear of the thing they're afraid of? Usually this decision happens when the inciting incident shows up to push your character outside their comfort zone, or the first real big thing happens in your story. But see, that won't matter. Whatever happens, it won't matter unless we know why it matters to the characters, unless we know their internal conflict. That's how we understand why what's happening matters to us, is first understanding why it matters to the characters. This is why every time I start a new story, I don't necessarily have to stop and fill out a big long character profile for every single one of my characters. I just have to ask myself 3 important questions. What does my character want? What are they afraid of? And what is their misbelief or fatal flaw? I highly recommend writing down these questions and using them to uncover your character's internal conflict and misbelief or fatal flaw. It will be a game changer when you go to write these characters in your actual story. So bottom line, in order for your characters to be relatable, they must struggle with internal conflict, desire versus fear. Without internal conflict, your character just becomes a punching bag for the plot. If we don't know what matters to the characters, we don't know why this story matters to us. Third and final key ingredient to relatable characters is clear goals. This is the momentum that drives your story forward, your character's goals. So we've already established what this character wants and why they want it. But what we don't know is how they're going to get what they want while avoiding their fear. Early on in your story, the inciting incident is going to show up and push your character outside their comfort zone and force them to make a decision. And this moment is what I like to call the impossible choice. What is an impossible choice? Basically, it's stay inside your comfort zone and risk never getting what you want, or venture into the unknown and accomplish your goal while still avoiding your fear. So your protagonist is going to be faced with 2 options, and they're going to choose the one that sets them on the course for their journey. It's pain versus pain. Okay, so they've reached a point in their life where it is literally more painful to stay where they are and not change and not get what they want than it is to step outside their comfort zone, venture into the unknown, possibly encounter the thing that they're afraid of in order to get that thing that they think will bring them true happiness. Bottom line, if your character does not have a clear goal, your reader will quickly lose interest in their story. Because there's no burning question. Will they succeed? Will they find happiness? Will they get what they want? Will they realize the fatal flaw that's holding them back from actually being happy? It's amazing how something as simple as a clear goal can sharpen the focus of your story and pull your audience through all the way to the end. So ask yourself, how is my character going to accomplish their goal while still trying to avoid their fear? I could go on and on and on about crafting relatable characters, but I'm going to stop there because, like I said, those are the 3 key ingredients that you need to get right, even if you get nothing else right. Because honestly, the rest of the recipe is pretty forgiving. But you need to get those 3 elements right in order to have strong, relatable characters. But Abbie, what's the rest of the recipe? Well, that would take me about an hour to unpack, but I want to unpack it for you. I want to show you everything, my whole process, start to finish, how I create characters who are compelling, relatable, conflicted, characters that my readers can relate to. And that's why I've decided to host a live, in-depth training on the topic of creating relatable characters. In this live training, we're going to dive deep into character creation, and I'm basically going to hold your hand through this whole process, start to finish. I'll be giving you resources like questionnaires and conflict charts and all kinds of valuable tools that you can use again and again. So if you want to dive deeper into this whole topic of creating conflicted characters, click the link below this video to save your spot at the live training. It's happening on Sunday, February 20th at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. But if you can't make it to the live stream, I totally understand. Don't worry. You will have access to the live training replay, and you can watch it as many times as you want, rewind, fast forward, take notes. This training is actually part of the new content that I'm rolling out for my Patreon community, which I'm so excited about. I am constantly brainstorming new ways to give you guys valuable content that will help you to achieve your writing goals and make your author dreams come true. So this is a new adventure for both of us. I've never offered anything like this before, and I'm really excited. So there will be new live training sessions every single month from now on, and each one's gonna focus on a different topic. And this first one obviously is about creating conflicted characters. It's going to be awesome. You don't wanna miss out on this training. So click the link below to save your spot. And if you're from the future watching this video and you're like, wait, that date has already gone by, don't worry, you can still click the link below and get access to the training session. Smash that like button if you liked this video, and be sure to subscribe to this channel if you haven't already, because I post writing videos every single Wednesday, and I would love to have you here in the community. Until next week, my friend, rock on.